So in 1973, you started taking courses. I think it was 1975 that you took the archaeology course.
Well, in
With Dean Knight?
73, the first course I took was Ontario Prehistory with Dean
Okay.
Knight.
Okay.
And I was very interested, and we seemed to strike up a common interest. And then he talked about the fact that he wanted to do a dig. And 75, I said I wanted to be part of it. And so, yeah, I was 6 months pregnant, took the dig. Dean didn't know I was pregnant. And so I was pushing wheelbarrows and digging and shoveling and doing all the things I normally would do anyhow on a farm or whatever. And yeah, I took that course in 75, went back in 76 and did a directed studies. And then 77, I became the TA. And by 79, I was the assistant director of the ball site.
Of the ball site program. Yeah, not a lot of local women have managed to move from a teaching position to that of a full-time archaeologist.
No.
And I would say that is a unique experience. How would you describe your 25 years of ball site excavation?
Busy, number one. We would have up to 30, sometimes 40 students that we would be trying to teach, first of all, field methods, and then try to do a research project along with it. And so it was very busy. My main job during that whole time was making sure the maps were all done accurately, making sure that we completely excavated it. Dean was often away, and so I was the consistent one that was keeping everything moving, and it became very busy. We had 3 or 4 years that we had a paid crew as well as students. Mm-hmm. So the paid crew kind of knew what they were doing, but you had to be on top of them. And then you had mostly teachers, because the education system said in the late 70s that you had to have a degree in order to teach. And so I was working on my degree in the 70s. I graduated in 79 with an honors degree, so that's 4 years of studies that I did all the time I was working at ball site. And so very busy, and 2 little ones at home.
And then I know someone hired you at St. Marie among the Hurons to catalog and organize the archaeological collections.
Yes,
so
that guy was Jamie Hunter.
So that was able to sustain you, hopefully, not only between the kids and between the ball site, but over the course of the winter. So
That's right.
You really did become a professional archaeologist.
Yes, and then I also worked at Friends of St. Marie and did programming too.
Right. So that program you took over and operated as an educational experience in archaeology.
Yeah.
So explain a little more about that educational experience.
I think you said to me, could we come up with an education program in archaeology? And I said, I don't want to take kids on a real site. So never been done before. but I took 5 longhouses, an area from the ball site, and simulated that on a piece of property across the river from Ste. Marie, which belonged to Ste. Marie. And I put post molds in, the depth that we found them at the ball site. I put every square the way we found it. If it was an empty square, nothing in it, then it was an empty square there. We had fires burning for 2 months to create the hearth. I know various archaeologists came and said they couldn't tell it from a real site. And so we worked on a simulated site, and I did school groups for 13 years maybe.
13.
We worked from sort of the middle of September. Kids started coming from all over Ontario and some from Quebec. And it was so popular that we took that program and also put it in the spring and did, I think, 6 or 7 weeks in the spring on the same. And each year at the end of the season, you had to re-simulate what they destroyed.
They had dug up.
And have it ready for the following year. So it was busy. I had 2 helpers that would help me, and the maintenance crew at Ste. Marie was very busy doing the simulation. So yeah, it worked well. Simcoe County Board sponsored it and sent various classes
To it.
Yeah. But then it was very popular right across Ontario. So, and I did that up until I think about 97. During that time, I was also president of the figure skating club. I was registrar for the Midland Minor Lacrosse, and I was a founding member of Performing Arts for Children.
Right.
So busy,
Yes.
I guess and I was doing the ball site too.
So you had to go back in 97 just to relax and teach.
Yeah,